Hello and welcome to the Black Cat Intuitive channel. For this latest set of intuition development exercises called historical events, you will intuit what historical event is placed in a jar, and I will be your guide to ask various questions about the nature and energy surrounding this event. You could have a pen and paper to write down your answers from this exercise, or just commit your answers to memory while doing this exercise. Do whatever works best for you. I will reveal what historical event is placed in the jar at the end of this video. Watch your breath, in and out, in and out. Feel yourself go into a state of relaxation that you sense is appropriate for the nature of this remote viewing intuition development exercise. For this particular exercise, we are going to take a trip into history. We're going to visit an event which may or may not have affected you, your soul, or your past life incarnations. It may have affected you profoundly, or it may have just been a blip on your reality, your soul life journey, which barely touched the surface of your existence. Nonetheless, I want you to look down the path. This path is called the path of history. Now, you do not know the event that I have placed in the jar, which is why this exercise will be enhancing to your intuition development as well as perhaps your healing past life journey. So walk down this path. Keep walking, 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 until you sense you have come to a place, a fork in the road, which will make it easy to view this historical event that I have placed in the jar. Walk down this path, keep walking, walking, and now stop. You have come to a place where you can view this historical event, but from a safe place. Your guides will stand beside you and help you view this event from a place where you can view it accurately, but also keep your emotional and ethereal body safe. So, look at this event. Sense this event. I know that you do not yet know this historical event, what it is, but from this vantage point, your subconscious and superconscious intuitive mind knows what the event or historical time in history is that I have placed in the jar. So I'm going to ask you to ask yourself, your intuitive self, some questions about this event, about this time in history. So, what details can you intuitively glean about this event? Just write down what comes to mind. The details, the smells, the sights and sounds, and most importantly, the emotional elements of this event. Write down or remember whatever comes to mind that helps you know the root basics of what went on during this event. This will help your intuition development. So do that now. Write it down or remember the details of this time in history. Now, I want you to ask another question. How did this event affect you and your soul? Ask yourself, did you have a past life during this time period? Ask yourself if you had a past life in this event, this time of history. If you're not sure, just write down whatever comes to mind. In regards to perhaps how did it affect you this time in history? How did it affect you and your soul? Did it affect the people around you? Just write down what comes to mind in regards to this, how this event and this time in history affected your soul. Now, if you want, You can take one more intuitive psychic look at this event. You may want to write down further details about the questions that I have asked in regards to your soul connection to the event, the details surrounding the event, or even other questions that I have not thought of that you want to ask yourself about the event. So, if you want to do that, pause the video at this time, do some more remote viewing um, uh, intuition in regards to this event, and then come back when you want to, because I'm going to reveal what the event time of history is. So, and also before you walk back from this event, attend that there will be a healing in regards to this event, both towards all of humanity throughout time, or towards yourself if you had a past life during this time of history, or even if your soul was connected to the event and was affected in other ways throughout time. So like I said, now is the time to pause the video if you want to continue to remote view this event, because I'm going to reveal what the event actually is. So walk back up the path and return to present day and time, this now. So the reveal, what historical event were you remote viewing? So let's see, it is the Salem witch trials of Massachusetts from February the 16th, 1692 to May 1693. So the type of energies you would pick up if you were remote viewing this event would involve, fear and death. There is also a likelihood that you may have had a past life during these types of witch burning events, because a lot of people who have had spiritual or psychic inclinations were tortured and killed for being a witch during these types of dark times in history. You may want to explore how, if you had past lives which either partook in, watched, or were victims of the witch burning times of history, if this affected your fears about developing your intuitive and psychic wisdom. I hope that you enjoyed this exercise, and will do other psychic intuitive development videos on my channel.